Welcome to Petty Details, where the crew gallivants down a tree-lined lane of conversation on all kinds of different subjects. Join the crew as they jump in the Wayback Machine in the quest for nuggets of knowledge. Our journey will allegedly drop some petty details on you that you didn't know you needed to know until now. There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. Hello, hello, hello!
Hello.
There is nothing wrong with your podcast. We are trying something new today.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
This is going to be great. And then we're going to explain it. All right, here we go. Revealing the Meg.
Yes.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, Yes. I love it.
All right, Cam.
It's Fred from Scooby-Doo here. What's up, gang?
Where are the Scooby snacks? We need some Scooby snacks.
Right?
Right?
Absolutely.
Oh, I should have brought some.
Ruh-roh.
All right, Monica.
And last but not least, ta-da! I am the ghost of Petty Details Past. And the ones that you miss when you don't subscribe.
Oh,
So you
my
have to
God.
subscribe, or I will be around forever.
I love this. So
That's awesome.
I want to explain this a little bit. This is not our Halloween episode. It is the
No.
week after. So we don't record these in any kind of order. We just record them as we record them.
Pretty much.
This one, we actually have a date for that we're going to, like I planned, we're going to put it out on this date.
Release it on a certain date.
Right. And we are recording this right before Halloween, which is why we are in our Halloween costumes. That's his eye, by the way. I don't know if that translates.
It does.
Okay.
It does translate.
So anyway, we decided that we would grace you with our Halloween costumes a week late.
Boo! Sorry, that's more Monica's.
Yeah, that's more my realm.
Yeah, I also did not plan ahead at all for the Halloween episode. So had I done that, we would have done this for the Halloween episode. But whoops.
Whoopsie.
So
Tomato.
Yeah, whatever. You guys get it when you get it. It's gonna be fine.
Right.
So, today, I have not told my co-hosts, Cam and Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to? Maybe I should change your names to the ghost.
We could.
And Fred.
Fred and the ghost, yes.
Yeah. So I've not told you what today's episode is about.
Correct. You
Right.
have not.
I have not. However, this is one that you guys have bugged me about to be doing.
Oh,
So I
we
wrote it
bugged
for
you
you guys.
about.
Wait, really? Oh
Yeah,
my
so I
gosh.
wrote it for you guys. So you're welcome for this.
Okay.
Well, thank you in advance.
That's right.
We've been slacking apparently.
Yeah.
Evidently.
But today we are talking about a very controversial subject.
Ooh.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to divide our viewers.
Oh my.
And it has the
no.
potential to tear the crew apart.
Oh my.
Are you guys ready for this? I mean,
Are we
this
talking about candy
Oh
corn?
no.
No.
Oh,
This
I
might
was ready to defend it with my life.
No. This might be the last episode, though. If this
Uh-oh.
doesn't go well, just so you guys
If
know.
this is the last episode,
Oh,
and we look
boy.
like this.
Right?
This is crazy.
So today we are talking about daylight savings time.
Well, it's
Oh,
not going to divide the crew,
my
Meg. You're just
goodness.
crazy. It's
Right,
fine. We
right.
already knew that, so it's really not going
Yeah.
to divide us on anything.
yeah.
So as Monica said, I am a lover of daylight savings time. I love to get the extra hour sleep in the fall and the extra
Like I
light
said,
in the
she's
spring.
crazy.
Love it.
She's
Yeah,
crazy.
Monica and Cam, I do not believe love daylight savings time.
I don't
No, it
like the
doesn't make
time
sense to me.
changes. Like, I don't
Right,
daylight
right.
savings time, whatever. Okay, but the time changes themselves. I'm like, why? They're dumb.
Personally, I don't like the way that it is already getting darker earlier, And then by falling back in the winter, we are getting darker even an hour earlier. So like
Yeah.
instead of it being 6:30 when it's dark, it's now 5:30. And after work, I get like 30 minutes of daylight. I just don't like it
Exactly.
All
I'm
right.
with Cam on that one.
personally.
So I am going to talk about where this came from.
Okay.
A bunch of farmers.
The idea actually came from England.
Ugh,
Oh,
really?
So we are
Why
going to
did
blame
we-
England for this.
Why did we keep it when we,
Hold,
broke away
please.
Right.
from them?
Hold, please. Hold, please.
When we
All
broke
right.
away from them for so many other things, why did we keep this?
they're like, oh, we're gonna change the metric system, but we want to keep the daylight saving.
Right, exactly.
All right. So there's this dude, George Vernon Hudson. He's from England, but he worked a lot in New Zealand.
Okay.
Okay.
He is an entomologist and a biologist, and he's super into moths and butterflies.
Okay.
Okay.
He's kind of a big deal. He has one of the largest, well, he had one of the largest insect collections in New Zealand.
Mhm.
Nice.
You guys are like, yeah, and where are you going with this? Okay.
Bragging rights.
I was like,
Woohoo.
what's he doing with these insects?
And like I said, he's kind of a badass when it comes to bugs. He had already published a paper at 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
He
Okay.
kept
Oh
on,
wow.
yeah, he kept on publishing books on moths and butterflies in 1898, 1928, and 1939, which had over 2,500 colored paintings in them.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That's impressive, honestly, especially given the times that those books came out. Like, that's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
He did a bunch of expeditions, including one of the Antarctic, there we go, islands.
Okay.
I knew I was going to screw that one up. In 1907.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he even made his own coding system to catalog his collection. He
Okay.
received
Impressive, dude.
he received a bunch of scientific awards, and his contributions to entomology are still recognized today.
Okay.
Cool.
So, what
Still
does
don't
this have
understand
to
the
do
whole
with
time thing,
daylight
but okay.
saving
I was
time?
about to say.
You're like, who cares? Well, because George Vernon Hudson is the one who suggested shifting the clocks in 1895.
Don't like him anymore.
Horrible. Horrible.
No. Mm-mm.
And he
Throw it
did-
all away.
Exactly. I'm all, keep your books, your bugs, and everything
Yeah.
else. I don't want anything to do with it if it means I have to change my clock.
So he did this because he wanted more daylight to study his bugs.
This man. This guy.
Okay, but it's okay. Don't hate on George yet, because this doesn't really catch on. Okay.
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 So in 1905, another dude from England, this guy, William Willett, who's a builder, he's riding his horse when he notices blinds down in house windows, even when it's daylight.
Mhm.
And what does he do? He writes an almighty pamphlet.
Oh, the pamphlets.
The
Always
pamphlets.
comes down to a
Oh,
pamphlet.
Oh, pamphlets
that's
are
how
back.
you get your word out there.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yep. So it was called The Waste of Daylight. And he starts lobbying the government to implement daylight savings time.
This is
So-
wild.
Because
Again.
people had their blinds down
Blinds
while it's still
closed.
daylight.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So
That's
those
what blinds
rando-
were invented for.
they were
Exactly.
wasting the daylight, is what he thought.
They-
And
That has
But other
nothing to do
people-
with them putting their blinds down. Like, that just
Right,
means those
to
people
each
wanted
their
their
own.
blinds. They wanted privacy.
so yeah. William writes the pamphlet. So it's really the pamphlet's fault that we have daylight savings time. So it always comes down to the pamphlet, doesn't it?
Damn
That
pamphlets.
pamphlet. Damn
Always.
pamphlet. Yeah.
Wait, can we write a pamphlet
Yup.
to get daylight savings?
No, for real, we
Next.
should. Yes.
Pamphlets have done
They
a lot.
already have the idea. We just need to push them a little further.
That's
There
right.
you
They already
go.
want to do it. I swear.
So again, it didn't catch on. And he died a
Okay.
year before England implemented it.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So why does this even end up happening?
For real, though.
Right.
Well, Germany is the first
Ugh.
to implement daylight savings time in
Ugh.
1916 during World War One.
I was gonna say,
One.
are we trusting early 1900s Germany? Are we really? Is that what we're
They
going
want-
for?
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
we're
we
going with.
are.
that
So
what
They
we're
wanted
going
more
with?
time to fight during World War One.
No,
They wanted more
for
daylight
real.
to fight.
So they did this to conserve energy and make better use of the daylight. And then England and the US followed for the same reasons. Okay.
Insane.
But we've got this whole idea that this was for farmers, right? Which is what
Right,
you
that's
said
what
in the
we're
beginning.
told.
Yeah.
So that's what we've always heard. No,
Right.
that's a common myth.
It doesn't make
And
sense.
right, that this was like proposed to benefit farmers.
Because
They
a
actually
farmer's gonna work during daylight, and if not after daylight,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes, no
Yeah.
matter what time it is, it doesn't
They're gonna work
matter.
right.
regardless.
But they
Right.
actually hated it and lobbied
Mhm.
against it because it disrupted their schedules without providing any benefit to them. So
Mm.
we've been blaming the poor farmers for
Poor farmers.
ever, and they had
I'm
nothing
sorry,
to do with
Really?
it.
farmers.
They were on your
Yep.
side. So
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
farmers.
yeah.
I
So
take
you
it all
should hate
back.
on the pamphlet and not
Should I
Hate
hate
Yep.
on the pamphlet? Yeah, hate on the
Yeah.
pamphlet.
And early 1900s Germany, which I think a lot of people can get behind.
Yeah, that's right.
I
I'm not-
feel
I'm
like
not
that
gonna
would be
lie.
a common enemy. Yes.
Yeah. Germany's okay now, but
Yes, but
Early
yeah.
1900s Germany, a little questionable in their
1916,
decisions.
I don't know about that. So
A
Right.
little questionable in their decisions.
that's right.
Yeah,
Especially related to time.
So after
Yeah.
World War One, some countries actually discontinued daylight savings time, including the
'Cause-
United States.
Oh,
We did?
Yes. Although
So we had common sense. Okay.
yeah.
although some cities and states still continued to practice on their own.
Okay.
But then World War
'Cause
II
they're
hits.
dumb.
And again,
Oh.
everyone needs to
Oh.
conserve energy, so most countries re-implemented it. The United States reinstated daylight savings time nationally in 1942.
I guess I don't
Wild.
understand how it conserves energy, but okay.
Well,
Right, me neither.
I don't understand how it helps anything.
well, there are studies both ways, so
Well, that's true.
I'll just leave it at that. So the US kept it in place after World War II because the stores and sporting events were benefiting from seeing more traffic because people were out when it was later.
Oh,
Fair.
so it's a money grab.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then
Makes sense. Makes total sense
Yeah.
now.
Right.
Then in 1974, Richard Nixon, who, according to a lot of people, is a villain, but you're going to like
Right.
him here.
Famous.
Yeah. He actually signs a bill called Extended Daylight Savings Time that gave the US year-round daylight savings time, so the time didn't change.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
It
can't-
stayed into the springtime, like when
Yeah.
it changes to spring.
But
Yeah.
it's the same all the time. So you cannot
Right.
hate on Richard Nixon for this one.
Yeah. I guess.
There are a lot of
there's-
other
there's one-
things.
I was
No,
going
I
to say
was
there's
gonna
plenty
say,
of other
his
things
pro-
though.
His pro con board. Okay, I guess he'll get one pro. That's awesome.
So
So like he's got a lot on the con side for sure.
that's right, yeah. But guess
Emphasis on
what?
con.
People hated it.
Really?
Yeah, they hated the dark, long winter mornings. They complained that the long, dark winter mornings were unsafe for commuting. And they complained because kids were having to go to school in the dark. And even the media came out to say that the year-round daylight savings time negatively impacted the public's health and daily life. Sound familiar?
Yeah, because so does the time change, but whatever.
It's the same.
Right.
It's the same no matter what. People are gonna
Yeah, so I
complain.
mean, either way, like if we stay in year-round daylight savings time or we don't,
Right.
It's-
People are
It
pissed.
negatively impacts.
yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
negatively impact various groups of people.
Right. So
Right.
yeah,
But
no
the
matter
act
what,
of, yeah.
you're always gonna be mad.
Well,
So
and
many
the act
times.
of that's the hard part though, like the actual like act of changing clocks and like the time changes. Yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that increases
Because like,
during those times
yeah.
as a result of
But
the time
see
change.
that but there's
because
always
like time isn't real. Time is like a construct. So this
Oh, it
is
is.
way
Sure.
philosophical. Yeah. But it's just like, I don't know. It just
So there's always been like
structuring of
mixed
it.
reactions to daylight savings time. But for
Yeah.
years, people have accepted it or did accept it because of the energy savings benefits. Now, I think the other thing that we have to remember is that when this was actually implemented,
Mhm.
it was World War One, World War Two, and the 70s, which all had energy crises.
True.
Right.
And they
Right.
didn't have the same technology that we have today to save energy,
True.
right?
Yeah.
True. True.
So,
True.
I mean, you have to kind of take this in context. So,
Right.
um, but here's the thing is that by now most people don't even know why it was implemented. And it isn't that old.
Very
I thought
true.
the
Right.
Yeah.
same thing. I thought it'd been around for like, 600 years.
Right.
No.
Oh yeah.
This is like 100
Wow.
years old.
Huh. And it's
Insane.
So,
dumb, so let's get rid of it.
so opponents of daylight savings time, like Monica and Cam, say that the energy savings aren't worth it. And guess what? That it impacts health in a negative way.
It does.
And basically, like I said, you can find a study going either way.
Well, and yeah, I mean, yeah, you're going to
So,
be able to
Yeah.
find arguments to support
yeah,
either, which I fully understand. Like,
right.
there's
Right.
good and bad on either
Right.
side.
Exactly. But the ones that opponents tend to talk about is a study that says daylight savings times messes with sleep schedules.
It does.
So it doesn't mess with my sleep schedule. So
It's because you're psycho. Um, we
so
love you, but you're crazy.
so today about 70 countries have daylight savings time still.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, in England, they call it they call daylight savings time British summertime.
Ah,
Oh, I have to make it fancy.
Yeah.
right.
They
Well,
were sipping tea while they thought of that.
Exactly.
exactly.
And the date that daylight savings time is observed changes based on the country.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. It also changes based on what hemisphere you're in.
of
okay.
course. Yeah.
So it's not like a normal thing. And petty detail, the saying fall back, spring forward.
Mm-hmm.
That origin isn't known for sure, but it was first seen in an article in 1929 in the Hepner, Oregon newspaper.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
again, about 100 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
See, the one that the one coming up the fall back, that one doesn't
Mm-hmm.
bother me. And the
Mm-mm.
spring forward, it it used to not like yeah, it would mess with my sleep schedule, whatever, but the last couple of years, okay, take that back. Maybe the last 5 years, it has really messed with me. Like it's gotten infinitely worse.
So you're just getting old, is what we're
Well,
saying
that
there.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, mine's the opposite. I prefer the springtime, like spring and summer when it's like that. I prefer that time. And when we fall back, that's when I have the problem because it like I don't know, it just sucks all the
Yeah.
time out
See,
of
you
me.
can't make anybody happy ever.
No, I
You
mean
guys can't even agree.
it's not taco. It's not tacos. So it's not gonna
It's
Not
this is gonna make
tacos.
everybody happy.
That's right.
right.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I mean, if in a perfect world, obviously I would have the longer days, but the weather of fall and winter. That would be my
Yeah.
perfect world. The days of like spring and summer, but the
Uh,
weather of fall and winter.
Yeah.
we're just making shit up now.
Yes.
Also, how's the weather where y'all are at? Because it's still hot here.
Oh,
We're
no,
still
it's-
having 80 degree weather. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. It is
same.
80
Mm-mm.
degrees? Okay.
It's high 50s here, so
Another
Oh
reason
my
Meg
goodness.
hates you.
yeah.
Not really. I
Go
love you, but
ahead.
I'm just
You
jealous.
can hate me now, but when I'm in negative degree weather and freezing my
Yeah,
ass
yeah, then we'll be like, keep it.
off, right?
See, yeah, no, I don't. I like fall and winter. So the like negative degree weather because it doesn't last for very long where you're at, Meg.
Oh, it feels like forever. Ask anybody from
Yeah.
Indiana.
Well, and this one's gonna be interesting because you now have to actually go out and work in it.
I know,
Well,
I
not
have to
in the weather,
walk.
but you have
I
to
have to
like
walk.
go.
And it's a long walk too.
It is.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You don't get to work from
Oh.
home.
It's like 750 steps or something. I've been counting my steps. So
She knows exactly how many
Yeah.
it takes to get to her car.
all right.
Uh-uh.
So in the US, Arizona, Hawaii, our territories, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and Guam do not do daylight savings time.
Right.
Correct, which is
But
annoying as heck when you're
it-
driving through
Oh, yeah.
Arizona.
No, for real. Or trying to schedule a meeting in Arizona.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
gravy. But it is a federal law, the Uniform Act of 1966, that standardized daylight savings time. So states need federal approval to opt out.
Oh.
Is there a reason that Arizona is able to opt out? Is it
Yeah.
because of the high native population or is it something else?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know
No?
why.
They
I know.
they were able to pass legislation because I know New Mexico,
Mhm.
Oh,
it's been up for voting for the last
right. Because I'm
three
Yeah.
like there
years.
are
Wait,
yeah
yeah, the last 3 years they've put it up before the legislature to try
Yeah.
and pass a bill to basically not, I don't know which
to
one they would
join
stick with.
Arizona pretty much.
Yeah, I think they would stick with daylight savings time, I think is what they want to do.
So
Um,
like stick with the spring one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Which is fine. I mean, like that one doesn't bother me. Yeah,
right.
I don't have
Yeah.
a problem one way or the other. It's just I don't want to change my clocks.
It's the
Yeah.
changing of it. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
changing of it.
I
That's the
think it's
problem.
that's
Yeah.
more what I have an issue with is just the actual changing of it.
Well,
So
But
maybe I'll
yeah,
move to Arizona.
you do need
Who
yeah,
knows?
you do need to pass it like through the state and then you would
yeah.
have to get it approved by the feds. So
Okay.
now in 2022, the Senate passed the bill to make daylight savings time permanent, but the House of Representatives wouldn't pass it.
I remember this and I got so frustrated because I was following it so closely. And I was like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do they all agree on something. That's crazy. And then it did.
and
I was like, oh
You
my
actually thought that they
gosh.
were all going to agree on something?
I
Oh,
and
thought,
then
I
they
man.
thought
and
I
then they
thought for
did.
real, I
My
was like,
sweet summer child.
I know.
oh, they're gonna do it. It's gonna go. And then they were like, nah. And
Sweet,
I'm like,
sweet
oh,
child.
No, 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 no. But I have a theory why it's actually
oh,
been so hard to get past.
Money grab.
shoot it.
So honestly, most people don't really care, I think. They're not gonna go out and vote on this. They're
Well,
not
yeah.
gonna
I
lobby
would. Oh, see,
their governor and
yeah,
stuff to change it. They don't
yeah, I'm not
care
doing that.
enough. And the National Retail Foundation and the US Chamber of Commerce do care.
Mm-hmm. Money
Shocking.
grab.
They have lobbied to keep daylight savings time permanent because they make more money.
Makes
That's
sense.
So if
insane.
you think that you're going to fight against them, good luck.
Right.
How do they, is there like, how do they make more money? It's the,
Because it's lighter out,
Longer.
right,
longer. And so people are more likely to,
to
run
have
errands
stuff
after
on.
work or, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
crazy.
yeah,
Okay.
because I mean, if you think about it, I'm more likely to go run errands after work if it's still light out. Whereas if I get off at 4 and it starts
Mm,
getting dark, starts getting dark at 4:30, well, I'm gonna go straight home.
Right.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm less
right.
likely to go
Well,
run
then
errands unless
wouldn't
I
they
need
want,
to, and in which case it doesn't matter. But
Right.
I can see
right.
the reason
Wouldn't,
for them wanting it.
wouldn't they want to keep the spring one and not do that? Because the fall one is what, after work, it falls back. So you're having an hour less of daylight. You're losing that daylight in the wintertime because the day's already shorter in the fall and winter.
Yeah.
And then you're cutting it
Mhm.
back by an hour again. That's what just doesn't make sense to me as why are we cutting it when it's already being cut by the natural world around us? Pretty much.
Because you spend more money,
That's
Cam.
my
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe
Now here,
I should filibuster in front of Congress and
that's
maybe
right.
they'll
Now here's the thing that I'm wondering though, is if that's going to change in the years to come because of how many restaurants and brick and mortar stores are closing.
Because of online shopping and
Mm-hmm.
um like
Oh,
food delivery services and stuff
Exactly.
like
So
that.
it's not
Yeah,
right.
going to
true.
matter. We're going to spend money either way,
Yeah,
Right.
right?
makes sense.
So
Why go out
yeah,
and get food when you can DoorDash it, you know?
Right.
exactly. So yeah,
I'm
so
not
that
paying the
might be a
extra
thing.
price, by the way. I will go pick it up myself. But for some people, that is all they do.
I'm that
Not
some
judging.
people. I do
Not
not
judging
care.
you. Just saying,
I'm all
the
I do
extra
not care
price
if
they
it's a
put on it, I'm like,
$30
I have a
hamburger.
car. I can go pick it up.
Just a thought, not a fact.
Right. I'm like, oh no. I am
Amen.
that I am that people that will pay the fee to have it delivered because I am that lazy. Yep.
So there you have it. You can no longer blame the poor farmers for daylight savings time. You have to
Poor
blame the dude
farmers.
in England who just wanted more time to study his bugs.
You
Not
always have to
villain
blame a dude in
farmers.
England.
Always have
Not
to
villain,
always have to blame
not villain
England.
farmers.
Not poor farmers, yeah.
Yeah,
Not villain
we'll
farmers.
have a formal apology to the farmers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone must write one.
And As always, we have seen the power of the pamphlet today.
Yes. I'm
That is
gonna
a
start
powerful
writing my
tool.
pamphlet.
That is a powerful tool.
I'm gonna create a pamphlet on Microsoft PowerPoint, print it out, fold it up,
Dang
start handing it
pamphlets.
out. Yep.
Spread
Do
the
you like
word,
daylight
Cam.
savings time? Here's why you
Hey,
should.
Yeah,
if you did a pamphlet, you would probably get it passed.
Oh yeah.
seriously. Spread the
Louisiana,
word.
imagine, because Louisiana likes doing some crazy stuff with laws.
Oh
Imagine
yeah.
they
True.
probably would. They probably would do some crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
For real. So stay petty, my friends, and if you really care about getting something done in this world,
Write a
the
pamphlet.
pamphlet is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely.
We solved the mystery, gang.
We did.
We
Oh
did.
no!
Yay!
Oh no! We've got to unface
Unmask.
ourselves.
Unfaced.
Oh look
It's
at the
been mad.
bag!
Oh, wait. Wait, this is gonna be awkward. Me trying to undo this is crazy. And I
It can't be
cannot
any
taking my
worse than
shirt
my
off.
hair right now.
I was gonna say, hold please, because this is gonna be a whole thing.
Oh no! I'm gonna
Oh
have choking myself out, watch.
I'm
Cam's
just gonna
stuck.
start while Cam is continuing. So,
Yeah,
hold
please.
please.
It's like one of those slow reveals. You just don't know what's coming. Yeah. Okay, wait, I got it. I got it.
All right, all right, all
Oh,
right. Oh,
it's me.
it's been canned the whole time. What? Monica
Whoa!
the whole time.
Yay! Now this
Ta-da.
is awesome. This shawl.
Yeah,
You're just back up in your
Yes.
shawl. Yeah.
I love it.
Mhm. I am, yes.
Oh my goodness.
May keep this on the rest of the day. We'll see.
All
Sleep
right.
in it. Yeah.
Right.
So I hope
Quite
that you
cozy.
enjoyed our hijinks today. And I hope that
Indeed.
you learned something, not to blame farmers, and definitely to make a pamphlet if you want something
Yep.
done.
Go write a pamphlet.
100%.
Not villain farmers. Yay.
Not villain farmers. That's
we
right.
love our farmers.
That's
Sorry,
right.
farmers.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.